Welcome to my kcse revision channel. Marita James, People's Boys High School, the magnet of mathematics. Today we are looking Form 2 work, use of logarithm tables, and we are looking kcse 1991 question 1. In kcse 1991 question 1, use tables to evaluate 2.935 times 0.0765, and then you divide it by 32.74. So there are some things you need to understand. When we have a square root like this one, it means we are taking the root of a number, and when taking the root of a number, you find the logarithm of the number, we divide it by the root. Where we have a multiplication normally changes into addition. And where we have the division will change into subtraction. So in the kcse 1991, this is the question, and let us now try to do it. We can try to do this one. So if we can try to do this, so we have the number, we can have number here, and then you talk of now here, we talk of the log. So we started with this one, we have 2.935, expressing this one in a scientific form, so this one times 10. Already the decimal place is between the digits 1 to 9, so we can erase this one to 0. And therefore this 0 is what we bring here, so we have this one as 0 point. Then we read the logarithm of that one from the table, and therefore the logarithm of 2.935, it reads as, this as 4.676. The next number we have 0.0765. We can place a decimal point between digits 1 to 9. So we have a decimal number here as 7.6. So we write this in scientific form as 7.65. Now this one times 10. Because we have the decimal number here and we have another decimal number here, so we can count backwards. So we have 1, 2. Because now we are coming backwards, we raise this one to -2. And therefore this -2 we bring this here as per 2 point. Then we can read the log of 7.65 from the table, which is per 2, and this one is gives us 8.37. Now, what again do you understand? You understand that when you are talking about multiplication, it will change into the addition of these numbers. So here we can have an addition there. We can now have an addition here. And if we can add this one, we can have the answer as per 1. We have this one as per 1. Then we have 3, 5, 1, 3. Correct. Then when we come here, we can also work out this one. So we write 32.74 in scientific form. So we have this one as 3.274. Now we have this one as times 10. We have a decimal place here, we have another decimal place here. So we count forward 1 unit ahead. Now we can erase this one to +1. So we bring that +1 here, and then we read the log of 3.274 from the table, which is 1.5151. So we can have this one as 51, and we have 51. So what do we have? This one, this division, it means we are supposed to perform an operation of subtraction here. So here we can subtract. We subtract these 2. So if we subtract there, what can we have if we subtract? If we subtract this one, we get this one as a per 3.83. Then we have 6.2. Now this is not the end. Now we have this square root sign. It means that we are finding the root of a number. When finding the root of a number, we are supposed to divide it by the logarithm of that number by the root. So the logarithm of all these numbers we have is per 3.8362. So we are supposed to divide this one by the root. So if we can work out this one here, we have per 3.8362. Then now we are dividing this one by 2. When we have a square root around like this one, without any number there, it means we are supposed to divide by 2. So in this case, you need to separate the character and the mandisa. So if you separate the character and the mandisa from here, this one is equivalent to, you could have this one as negative 3 plus, we have removed this character, so we remain here with 0.8362. You can now divide this one by 2, and then you divide this one by 2. But what you realize, this negative 3 will not be divided by 2. So you make this number to be divisible by 2 without a remainder. So you subtract a certain number here that will make this number to be divisible by 2. So if you start by subtracting 1, if you start by subtracting 1 from here, if you start by subtracting 1 from here, if we subtract 1 from here, we can subtract 1, and that number 1 we added on the other side. So this one gives us negative 4, we divide it by 2, then plus a number we always subtract on this side, we can add on this side. So you can add there, you add that one as positive 1.8362, and then now you divide that one by 2. So if you can now work out that one, you divide you work the operation of that one, you divide it by 2, you can get, okay, this one you can get, who can divide this one 1 point, divide this one class, divide 1.8362 by 2. So we can have this one as, this is per 2, then plus, what is 1.8362 divided by 2?
1.9.
1.0. 0.9. We start with 0.9181. So we can have now here, this is the mandisa side and this is the character. So if we combine this one, we have as per 2.9181. So that is the operation we can perform from here. So this one now we can have, after working out this one, you have per 2. So you can have this one as per 2.9181. At this point now, you can carry out the antilog. So the antilog of this one, so you can have this one as times 10 raised to negative 2. Now class, you can find the antilog of 0.9181 from the calculator. You find the antilog of 0.9181. What is it?
8.2.
So we have this one as 8.2. 8.2. 81. 3. It's okay. So we are talking of the 3 significant figure there. So when we have this negative 2, it means we are supposed to move backwards how many units? 2 negative side. So this one now we can read this one. If we move back 2 units back from this one, the final answer this one now we can have this one as 0.08, then we have 28. 28, then we have 1. And this is the final answer. I want you to see now those who tried this question. I wanted to see those people who tried this question. Can you bring your books and then I see? But now you messed this part. When we are talking about the multiplication, the multiplication sign will change into what? It will change into addition. So next time you know that when we have the multiplication sign, this one will change into addition. Bring your book, bring your book. So you have not understood that when we are dividing this one by 2, you are supposed to divide to separate the character and the maths. In this case, now you separate this in the by 3 from 8362, and then you divide it by 2. So at this point, you were supposed to know that if this negative 3 is not divided by this 2, you make it to be divisible by subtracting, for example, number 1 here. So if we subtract negative 1, this one will give us negative 4. And always the number we subtract here, we add on the math side. I hope this is the area you have not done it well. Anybody else? Yes, this one is correct. I hope this one he has done it so well. Can you clap for him? And so I wanted to give an assignment. You check your KCSE Med Familia. In KCSE Med Familia paper 2, 1992, use logarithm tables to evaluate a cube root of 7.08. Then you divide by 76.8 times 7.034. And then you bring your books probably tomorrow for marking. Kindly subscribe, click the notification bell. You get notified once I upload a new video. Thank you.